Regional Court has ruled the Skukuza Regional Court, also known as the Rhino Court, should continue operating at the Kruger National Park. The court boasts a 100% rhino poaching conviction rate. It hasn't been operating for over a year due to a legal battle. To talk us about these latest developments is Sandpark spokesperson Ike Pala, who joins us from Skukuza. Ike, very good morning to you. This is good news. Tell us what's going to happen now. How's the court going to continue to operate?
Good morning to you, Jane, and thank you very much for the invitation. And welcome to Skukuza, where we are sitting at about 27 degrees so early in the morning. We welcome the good news because it's been a year-long battle, and this is going to do justice for us. One of the things that people are not aware of is that time and money are the two most important things in the anti-poaching campaign. And when the court was moved from here, our rangers would have to be there. They have a 2-hour drive to get to the court, and then they spent maybe the whole day there, and the case is postponed. They have to come back again. And all of that are the resources that we need to be continuing to work in the park. And now that the Constitutional Court has put the matter to rest, we're very grateful that the court will continue to function as normal.
And what was the problem? Why couldn't you function as normal?
I wish I could answer that, but I think the management of the Magistrates Court in the province would be better positioned to answer that. What we got initially was a notice that they're going to scale down trials that are taking place at the Regional Court with the aim to ultimately remove all the case files from here to Mhala Regional Court. That's when we then approached the Judge President of the province and told him about this dilemma. He took it upon himself. He was supportive all the way through until the conclusion of the matter, and we're grateful for his support.
Okay, so what happened in that year? I mean, you've painted a picture of how difficult it was to get to court and all of that sort of stuff, but what impact did it have on the poachers?
Well, we had cases that we were attending at the Mhala Regional Court, but as I say, they kept being postponed. Other people got bail, even though they were repeat offenders, something which we placed on record. It's unacceptable that people who are repeat offenders should still be given some bail. And now that it's here, I think it will bring justice to all the hard-working prosecutors, the South African Police Services, their investigators, our Environmental Crime Investigative Unit, and the Rangers, because there's quite a lot of hard work that they do in trying to compile a case and make sure that there are no technical loopholes for people to be given bail. So when we are here, we are able to influence all those things, but not to the disadvantage of anybody who is a suspect, because we know here legally a person is presumed innocent until proven otherwise.
You know, the court has always had a 100% conviction rate. Tell us why you are so successful, and talk us through the numbers. I mean, we know that the rhino population, the numbers are not good. They steady decline because of poachers. How many poachers are out there? Do you have a sense of that? And I should imagine they have a lot in common. You know, many of them don't have jobs, and this money is just too enticing.
It is difficult to say how many they have, but what we know, Jane, is that if we can infiltrate the people that carry the money bags, it would make a huge difference. Because if you catch 12 poachers today, there's about 36 others who are waiting in the line to take their place. So it's a battle that needs to be fought even outside, where you can infiltrate these criminal syndicates, get the people who are at the top, who are driving the poaching scourge, and that will make a huge difference. At present, we can't say that poverty is just one big factor. It's a combination of things. It's greed and it's criminality.
And I should imagine when you have a country like Mozambique and the problems that they're having there, I mean, it certainly doesn't help, does it? Have you learned any more about how these networks operate and who the kingpins are?
There is quite a lot of work that is going in the background. Suffice to say that we're hoping for where we can be able to make big arrests. There are those who are on bail. Remember, there were some breakthroughs that came through about a year or two ago, and those people are still facing charges. They are out on bail. Those are some of the kingpins. And I think the sooner we finalize their cases and they're put behind bars, that will also begin to change the landscape. When we have Mozambique being close to us, we have lobbied quite a lot with the government in that country. And for the first time last year, we saw somebody being handed a 24-year sentence for poaching, which wasn't the case previously. So there is quite good cooperation between our government and that of Mozambique when it comes to conservation and also when it comes to cooperation on criminal matters.
Okay, let's leave it on that positive note there, Ike. It's such good news that you are able to get up and running from a court perspective there.